So say good night to the bad guy. Go on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.
Cracking, everyone. Thank you for tapping in to another episode of the Mile High Hustle. So today we got some gas for you. So sit back, let me gas up this ride. And remember, when we're riding in this ride, it's always love, peace, and pride. So with that being said, let's get it.
Well, right now what they're gathering is that this may have all occurred because of an argument over a Tesla charging station. Let me step out of the way so
2023. At approximately 9:39 a.m., officers with the Edgewater Police Department would be dispatched to the Edgewater Public Market, located on 5505 West 20th Avenue, in reference to a person who had been shot. Dispatch notified officers that the incident was at the Tesla charging station, located in the parking lot of the Shake Shack restaurant. Upon arrival, Edgewater PD would find a male laying on the ground near the Tesla charging stations. The male was later identified as Adam Michael Fresquez. He had been shot at least once. West Metro Fire Department would render aid on scene. When West Metro Fire went to remove Fresquez's clothing, a handgun was discovered inside his clothing near his groin. He would later be transported to Denver Health Medical, where he would be pronounced dead a short time later. At approximately 9:43 a.m., only 4 short minutes, Jeffco had received another emergency phone call from Jeremy Allen Smith. Jeffco asked Smith the address of the emergency, and he advised it was at the charging station in Edgewater. Smith continued to say that he was in an episode of road rage with another driver and that he was threatened with a weapon. Smith told dispatch he was at his apartment on Xavier Street in Denver, roughly about 3 minutes away from the altercation. He stated his gun was still in the red Tesla, which was parked in his apartment complex parking lot. Officers from several jurisdictions would take Smith into custody without incident. Read his Miranda rights right away, Smith would invoke his right to remain silent. A further investigation of the parking space where Fresquez was shot contained a can of Sabre Red Maximum Strength pepper gel. Located on the ground near to the pepper gel, a canister, was one unfired 9mm cartridge. On the ground near the cartridge was a fired .45 caliber cartridge. Also in the same area near the Tesla, a 9mm Springfield Armory handgun was found by Fresquez's clothing as seen by West Metro Fire Department. This is a laboratory examination report received on September 5th showed the .45 caliber bullet found on the ground had similar class characteristics to test fire bullets from Smith's Glock 37 handgun. The laboratory examination report on September 5th showed that the reloading marks on the unfired 9mm cartridge had the same pattern as 3 cartridges found inside of the Springfield Armory handgun found in Fresquez's clothing. The red Tesla 3 that Smith said he was driving was impounded and later processed after obtaining a search warrant, which was rented Tesla, registered to Hertz LLC, contained a Glock 37 .45 caliber handgun with 7 rounds in the magazine and 1 bullet in the chamber. 2 magazines were also located, one loaded with 10 rounds and one with 7 rounds. 2 .45 shell casings were located behind the driver's seat. Fresquez's Tesla was also impounded and later processed, located on the front passenger seat, wrapped in a red sweatshirt, was a black PTR 9mm carbine handgun with an extended magazine which contained 30 rounds of 9mm ammunition. There was no round chambered in the gun. Other items found in the car included a small scale and 2 mini brandy bottles. Upon further report, a pathologist that did Fresquez's autopsy would later reveal that he had coke and fentanyl in his system. When the clothing of Fresquez was wearing at the time was examined, located in the coin pocket was Fresquez's pants, was found in a small plastic bagging containing 6 blue pills with the imprint of M30. A small bag containing white powder was in Fresquez's pants. And on June 14, 2023, I received a report from the Jefferson County Regional Crime Laboratory showing the white powder contained cocaine and the blue pills contained fentanyl. So we just gonna stop it right there, y'all. You know, the man has just got charged. One man is dead. And let's be quite honest, this is just senseless, It was a senseless killing, but at the same time, it's not hard to see how. Now, I know this is going to upset some people, and that's fine. The Mile High Hustle is only, interested in the truth. I'm not interested in gaslighting, virtue signaling, racial profiling, because that takes away from the truth. That's why Lady Justice is blind. That's why when you see a statue of justice, it's blind, because none of this stuff should come into play, but it has. For the last 7 months, I get it. Adam's family has not known who shot their son, and I understand that. I understand the hurt of that, not knowing, and then pursuing justice for their son, which is their right, and salutes to them. It shows the love they had for their loved one, and respects, man. Like I said, my condolences. But at the same time, it's not hard for me to see how the Edgewater PD came to a fact that they felt it was a justified shooting, that it was let's be quite honest, that it was self-defense. You have to ask yourself, if Adam does not get out of his car and he does not approach Jeremy's car, does he get shot? You have to wonder, man. And what the family's failing to realize, I hear how they're pushing this agenda, but they're not talking about the facts that this young man had substances in his system. This young man had an extreme amount of firepower on him. Now, his mom says these guns are registered, and who am I to say they're not? But at the same time, when you're rolling around that kind of firepower, the same energy you put out is the same energy you get back, man. And lo and behold, you can run into somebody that at the same time, they're packing too, man. And this is what happened here. They have Jeremy, that they're pushing a narrative that Jeremy followed him to the Tesla charging station. Here's the fact. They're both driving Teslas. I think these two guys got on an argument or a road rage incident down the street, and they ended up at the same charging station. And like I said, if Adam doesn't get out of his car, is he still alive? And I'll take it one step further. If Adam wins that gunfight, are you pleading that he's innocent? See, and that what I'm trying to say is you can't have it both ways, man. I know you've been robbed of your son. He's not around. I get that. I feel your hurt. But these last 7 months, Jeremy hasn't got basically his story can't be out because he has the right to remain silent. So he can't defend himself. So here's the facts. In the court of law, he's innocent until proven guilty, and I'm gonna stick with that. We're gonna see this play out in court. Everyone's gonna get their right to due process, and I believe, at the end of the day, this young man might be exonerated. Now, he has to live with the fact that someone died at his hands, and I'm thinking he isn't feeling good with that, man. Nobody wants to kill nobody, but shout out to everyone in the case. Like I said, justice is going to have her say, and we're all going to have to live with it. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to have to be okay with it. But that being said, this is just Mile High Hustle shining some light on this whole thing. And man, don't get tricked by the media, because I'm telling you, they push a narrative, man. And anything that has to do with, they will push race, all this stuff. Just, it's virtue signaling, it's gaslighting, man. You got to really recognize what you're seeing. And you have to wonder, the people that are helping this family, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're I don't know. I have to ask myself, what do they have to gain out of it? One of them is in, I believe he's a school board. So you have to wonder if he's trying to just pursue a more career in politics, and that could be too, man. So that being said, man, we ask all the questions here at the Mile High Hustle. Remember, If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't subbed up yet, and get ready for that next one. This is the Mile High Hustle, and I'm out.
In that Tesla charging station area, the suspect, the victim, both Tesla owners, according to police. And right now, we're just waiting to learn more. Very active scene, a lot of different elements involved, and unfortunately, one person lost their life.
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.